Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Eric is drinking and smacking his lips very loudly.
Greetings, gentles and ladiesmen. Welcome to the Mavericks game. Today we are going to be playing a Metroid 3rd adventure for the Atari 2700 Genesis.
Well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are Game Mavericks presents Zebro's Play. I'm Michael.
And I'm Rick.
And this is Metroid Zero Mission, the remake of the original NES classic, Metroid. And, so yeah, like, there's been some considerable difficulty in getting this playthrough off the ground. First of all, because, like, I wanted to do a quasi-speedrun of the game. I wanted to, like, show my skills, you know? So I did, like, 4 separate practice playthroughs.
Like an insane person.
Planet Zebus. I called this place home once in peaceful times, long before evil haunted the caverns below. Now I shall finally tell the tale of my first battle here, my so-called Zero Mission.
What if she sounded like that in other like she's like, oh shit.
No, Adam, you mustn't. At any rate, and then we sat down to do the LP, and I got so... I couldn't do it live. I had to do it post, because...
You got distracted by my nonsense.
Yeah,
just a little. You should have seen his face. I made like a... I was making like anytime I said anything, he like gave me the death stare. It was great.
Okay, it wasn't that bad.
Yes, it was. It was the sort of like out the side of your eyes, like, I'm gonna need you to shut up now before I kick your ass.
But yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is pre-recorded. We are doing this post-commentary kind of sort of first. Like, we did have that one part of the Sonic 3 playthrough that was done in post because I accidentally deleted the audio file.
Like a boss.
But,
my theory... Okay, conspiracy theory time. I think you just didn't like the audio, so you're like,
no.
Oh, I deleted it. Now we'll have to do it again.
See, like, if I was actually that unscrupulous, I'd do it all the time. Believe you me.
the whole entirety of the Mega Man Legends
yes.
Let's Play.
But yeah,
which I know you love.
And in some ways, I'm kind of glad I did this post because I had a number of difficulties recording the wrongness.
With a certain type of puzzle.
Besides, no, not even that necessarily, but I guess some of you may know that I am definitely the huge Metroid fan of the Game Mavericks group. By far my most popular video on my regular channel, Exit Paradigm Gamer, is a review I did last summer of Metroid Other M.
And you can click this annotation that is
Did you just try to call Samus Metroid?
No. It's
okay,
the shape of a Metroid, not a Metroid. And it's upside down. It's a slight purplish tint, but also what you could consider green. And it's going from the left side to the top to the bottom to the right side, and it's spinning, and the annotation is following it.
You done?
And it's also 3D. But not 3D as in actual 3D modeling, but it's like splayed
stereoscopic blue. 3D.
Yeah. So if somebody procured some 3D glasses, they could see that and click the annotation in the most official and modern of engineering feats, that is stereoscopic 3D.
No.
Note to editor Michael, you better do that or I'm gonna kill you.
I also did a full Let's Play of the first Metroid Prime game on my channel as well. And,
but you can click this annotation.
Okay, no, shut up. Which ironically has...
I'm helping you. I'm referring them to your channel. What is your deal?
I mean, like,
You're so ungrateful.
It's just, it's only me in that playthrough, so if you know, like, if you miss the companionship of Ethan Alonso or Eric here, then, you might want to... I could see why it might not be everyone's cup of tea, but... In some ways, I feel like Zero Mission should be the best in the series, in a number of ways. Like, it has really tight control, it has great graphics, probably the best looking Metroid game, in my opinion, yet released. It has probably my favorite soundtrack in the series. It's got lots of bosses to fight. It's got... I mean, just look at the detail in the backgrounds. Look at how the ground is drawn. Like, this game is gorgeous. Especially for, like, a Game Boy Advance game, which had such a small aspect ratio. But it's... I like this game a lot, and I would definitely recommend it. But it has one big, gaping, enormous flaw that prevents it from being my favorite Metroid game. And
it isn't Super Metroid.
No, I mean, like, in some ways, it's actually it has some improvements over Super Metroid. Like, I think the map system is a lot better because, like, in Super Metroid, like, if you came up to an item, then it would be marked on the map with a little dot. You know, but in this game, like, it'll have a circle if you haven't found it yet, and a dot if you have.
Oh, yeah.
So they improved the map system. I also prefer the fusion-style missile system, where you just hold the R button and shoot, because I find that more convenient than having to swap with the select button, or the A button as I like to usually customize it. I mean, like, there are a number of small reasons why Super is my favorite, and I'll be sure to get into them when I get to the inevitable review/playthrough of whatever of that, but really, don't worry, folks, you will be hearing why this is not my favorite. Don't you worry. But,
I get the feeling I know why.
Yeah, Eric knows why, because he's heard me bitch about it already, but you guys don't. And I'm sure that anyone... by the way, this is a 100% playthrough. I should have said that to begin with. Another reason I wanted to do this post is, so that I could get all these power-ups as quickly and as efficiently as possible, so I could get the best possible time. The Let's Play curse was strong with this playthrough, as you will see later down the line.
And his name was Eric.
Yeah. And then Eric wasn't even here, so I don't know how he did it.
No, oh, you mean with this playthrough?
Yeah, with this playthrough.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the other playthrough that we tried, in which you failed.
Oh, that. No. The Let's Play, you will see. I mean, like, I had... I don't know, like, I want to say it was the Hop-Hog's fault, but it was mine. Because...
It was the wind.
I got, like, 3 parts into this playthrough, and then, like, as I was recording, like, the 4th part, like, I realized, oh shit, I forgot to hit the recording button, and I'm 5 minutes in. And so then, like, I reset the GameCube, because I wanted to make sure I got that recorded for you guys, only to discover that I hadn't saved for, like, the past 45 minutes. It's just lovely, isn't it?
I find that funny. I don't know about you.
Yeah. But... Hold on, I lost my train of thought there, but... Yeah, if you want to know how to get all of the pickups in Metroid Zero Mission, this is definitely a good resource for you to check out, because, like, I do get everything relatively quickly. I do sort of kind of fuck up in a couple areas where I could have gotten some items earlier than I ended up doing. But, you know, like, I don't know, I found this playthrough really stressful to record because I've got the entire internet watching me as I do this. Well, not the entire internet, but, you know, like, this is something that's going to be up on the interwebs forever, and I wanted to have, like, a decent, you know, playthrough of this that I could... I'm sure it doesn't hold a candle to some of the faster or more efficient runs out there, but, you know, this... Considering all the really annoying pickups there are to get in this game, like, if I had to pick one game in the entire Metroid series that is just an absolute bitch to 100%, it is Zero Mission. And it relates...
Because of one reason.
It relates to that one reason, exactly. And,
Wasn't there a lot of that similar reason in Fusion, though?
Not to the same extent. Like, Fusion, I never felt like I had... There are a couple of really annoying power-ups to get in Fusion, but there are only, like, 3 of them, really. Well, actually, there's only really, like, 1 that I can think of. There's, like, this one where you have to, like, bomb the floor and these little pillars will come out, and then you have to make it so that you can use your speed booster on them. That's the only one that I really, really hate in that game. Everything else is fine, and I also... Oh, by the way, there are, short cutscenes in there, and that...
Wow. He looks a little different this time around.
Yeah, it doesn't look like undisclosed person at all. Yeah, I guess we should probably get into the story of this game. Metroid, Oh,
Princess Metroid is off to save the entire world from Ganon, the evil pig monster.
the story of this game is virtually the same as the NES original. Basically, at some point or another, a bunch of planets got together and decided to form the Galactic Federation as a way of, I guess, bolstering trade and having some sort of interplanetary regime. And they started to... This group of criminals, called the Space Pirates,
Damn groups.
have located a bioweapon called a Metroid that was created by this ancient race of bird-like aliens called the Chozo on planet SR388, and have discovered that not only can they cause them to mutate and clone by exposing them to beta rays, but they can also, the creatures can also siphon energy from anything that they connect with. And so they plan on using this to take over galactic civilization. So Samus here, Samus Aran, she's a bounty hunter, who I believe she was born on a colony called the K2L, but I'm just gonna say she's from Earth, and she is a pretty famous bounty hunter with an impressive, background. And she's basically been contracted out to go to planet Zebes, which is where the space pirates are holed up and conducting experiments on Metroids, destroy all the Metroids, and defeat their leader, Mother Brain, who was a... Wake up, Eric. Who was a former Chozo computer that... I know, it's explained in the manga, but for some reason she decides to betray the Chozo. Zebes was originally a Chozo planet, but, I know, I'm such a nerd. I know a little...
In order to fully
by the
understand
way,
this, you have to check out the entire extended universe.
Yeah. I mean, there was a manga that was released only in Japan that sort of elaborates a little more on Zero Mission's plot. You can find, like, a fan translation on Metroid Recon, I want to say. It's one of the fan sites out there. And, it's worth checking out if you're a Metroid fan. It's not worth reading just to understand more of the plot in this game, because I feel like it's the little cutscenes that are here explain it pretty well for the most part. But anyway, that right there is a power-up that was not in the original game. That is the Power Grip. In Metroid Fusion, you start the game off with that built in, but
and with the long beam.
Yeah, the long beam is only
the most worthless power-up ever. Can I just say that?
To be fair, though, you get it, like, practically immediately once the game starts, so, like, it's not,
which makes it all the more unnecessary.
I mean, like, I don't think it should be in the game either. It's only there because it was in the badly aged NES original.
Oh, Michael.
Yeah, I said that. I prefer Zero Mission over the original. Sue me.
You could make burgers out of that sacred cow. Delicious.
Oh, what was that one joke you said yesterday in, like, the failed...
Oh yeah, praise Zebus, something like that. It wasn't a good joke. I mean, I suppose you could call it.
I don't know. Like until Metroid Other M, I didn't really know how the planet's name was pronounced. Like, and then like I see like the opening cutscene of Other M, and it's just like, and I destroyed Planet Zebes. Oh really? That's how it's pronounced? First I thought it was Zebes, then I thought it was Zebus, something like that.
Zebus.
In the intro cutscene of the original NES game, it was called Zebeth. I don't know. I mean, I
feel like they say it sometime in one of the Smash games. Like there was like a map, maybe, or like the map in Melee, the Metroid map that you started off with. It was like,
yeah, that was Brinstar, I think.
Oh, Brinstar, that's right. Never mind.
I'm trying to figure out if that Brinstar was based on the first Metroid game or the Super Metroid, because they're actually different.
It's gotta be based off of Super Metroid, I think.
I'm pretty sure it's not, because the Super Metroid Brinstar is kind of like a rainforest sort of area, whereas in the original game it was more like a cave section.
Did it have the yellow lava in the cave section?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, maybe.
Or at least
I don't know. I'm not a Princess Metroid fan.
And anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this has been part 1 of Metroid Zero Mission. We'll see you guys in the next part.